Hello, children. Welcome back for our next online sessions and of mathematics. And if you remember, we were doing the revision of our chapter number 3, that is understanding quadrilaterals. And in the last session, we have done exercise 3.1 and exercise 3.2. So we were looking some important topics in the chapter and important sums from the exercise of the textbook, right? So let us continue with the same, that is chapter number 3, understanding quadrilaterals. So before further going to the exercise 3.3, children, few properties of parallelogram is very important to understand, and also you have to by heart these all properties. uh, uh, Keep it in your mind, right? So let us go through few properties of the parallelogram. So the first property says that opposite sides are parallel. So that is the reason it is called a parallelogram, right? Opposite sides are parallel. So if you see here, side, if I say YZ is parallel to side XW, right? Here similarly, side XY is parallel to side WZ. Not only parallel, but opposite sides are equal in length. That means YZ side is equal to its opposite side, that is XW, and similarly side XY is equal to its opposite side, that is WZ. So this was the basic property of a parallelogram. Next, again, opposite angles are also equal, children. So here if I see in the given figure, that is a parallelogram WXYZ, if you see here the angle Y, if I take, then angle Y is equal to angle W. Similarly, angle X will be equal to angle Z. So opposite angles are equal in parallelogram. Now next is any two adjacent angles add up to 180 degree. That means if I add measure of angle X and measure of angle Y, it add up to 180 degree. It will be equal to 180 degree. Similarly, suppose any two adjacent angles you can take, children. Suppose I take Z and Y. These two are again adjacent to each other. Then these two measure of the angles, if I add, sum will be 180 degrees. So these are the few basic properties, children, which you have to keep it in your mind, right? Again, there is also a property regarding the diagonals. So diagonals of the parallelogram bisect each other. Okay, so let us proceed with exercise 3.3, and we are going to see some important sums in this exercise. Okay, so this is the first sum, children. Yeah. Given a parallelogram ABCD, complete each statement along with the definition or property used. So there are few statements given to you. Looking at the figure, using the properties, you have to fill or complete the statement, right? So the first statement here is AD is equal to dash. So where is AD, children? So I can see this is an AD side, right, in the given figure. Now we know the property just now we have seen, opposite sides are equal. So who is the opposite side to side AD? That is, I can see here BC or CB. So hence I can complete this statement by writing that AD is equal to BC, or you can also write CB. Yes, children, understood? These are the basic things you should know, right? So if you know all the properties, it will going to be very easy for you to understand. So let us proceed. Yeah. Now next one is given is angle DCB is equal to dash. Now first of all, see where is angle DCB. Now this angle is angle DCB in the given parallelogram. So now we know that opposite angles are equal, right? So opposite angle to angle DCB will be angle DAB, or you also can say angle BAD. So here I can complete my statement by writing angle DCB is equal to angle DAB or angle BAD. Anything will do. I hope this is very clear, very easy, children. Let us proceed to our third statement. Same figure, it is given side OC is equal to dash. Now where is OC? Now if you see here OC, segment OC. Now if you see here, children, we have already told that diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, right? Now if they bisect means OC is equal to OA, right? And DO will be also equal to OB. The diagonals are bisecting each other. Bisecting means dividing into two equal parts, right? This we have already studied. So hence I can complete my statement that OC is equal to, segment OC is equal to OA, segment OA. Yeah. So let us proceed. The last one statement is given. The fourth one, measure angle DAB, that is this angle in the figure, plus measure angle CDA, that is this angle. And you can see now these are adjacent angles of the given parallelogram. Using the property says that sum of the adjacent angles is in a parallelogram is equal to 180 degree. So complete my statement that measure angle DAB plus measure angle CDA is equal to 180 degrees. I hope these you understood, children. So basic properties is very important to understand. You should learn all the properties. It will be very easy for you to solve the sums. So let us proceed now, children. This is exercise 3.3, question number 2. Now consider the following parallelograms. Few parallelograms will be given to you. Find the values of unknown x, y and z. Few angles are unknown in the given parallelogram and angles are named as x, y and z. And you have to find out the angles using the properties, obviously. Okay, so let us begin. Now if you see here you can see given parallelogram. You have to first study the given figure properly, children. Now if you see here, one angle is given to you. Yeah, that is angle D is equal to 50 degrees. And here angle X is unknown, angle Y is unknown, which are interior angles. But if you see here, angle Z is an exterior angle. Okay, so one by one let us start. So what I know, my property is adjacent angles add up to 180 degree. So if I see here, this D angle and A angle are adjacent. You can also take, children, D as well as C adjacent. So it is completely your wish how you solve or how you find out the angles, right? So let us begin. So here if you see, I am taking D and X as adjacent angles. So that means angle D plus X will be equal to 180 degree according to my property. So angle D is nothing but 50 plus X is equal to 180 degree. So this is like an equation, right? Algebraic equations. We have already studied how to solve the equations. You have to just transpose the constants to one side and variables to the other side and find out. So if you see here, X will be equal to 180 degree minus 50 degree. 50 we have transposed it to the other side. So plus 50 becomes minus 50 degree. So 180 degree minus 50 degree is X is equal to 130 degree. So X, we got the angle equal to 130 degrees. I hope you understood, children. Yeah, angle D and angle A, which is X, known as, they are adjacent pair of angles, and in parallelogram adjacent pair of angles sum is 180 degree, add up to 180 degree. So we are just subtracting from 180 degree 50 degree so that we can get the angle X. Now next one, to find the angle Y, we can use either the property of adjacent D or opposite angles. If you remember, we have seen one more property, that opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal. You can either use whichever property you feel easy. So if I talk opposite angles, Y is opposite to X, and we have already just now found that X is equal to 130 degrees. That means Y will be also equal to 130 degrees. So if you see here, either you use the adjacent property, that is C plus angle D is equal to 180 degree, and 180 degree minus 50 degree is 130 degree, or you can also say in the bracket, you can say that opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Therefore angle X and angle Y are equal. Therefore angle Y is equal to 130 degrees. So whichever property you remember, that you can use in the exam, not at all a problem. And now coming to the next one, this is how we have found our X and angle Y. Now last one is angle Z. If you see here children, we know that the corresponding interior angle and the exterior angle form a they are supplementary, that is they form a 180 degree, right? The sum of these two angles is 180 degree. So if I say this B angle B, interior angle B, so opposite angles are equal. So if D is 50, obviously B is also 50 degree. Yes, opposite angles are equal. And if this is 50, so 50 plus Z form an 180 degree. Sum of the two angles is 180 degree, supplementary angles, right? And then 180 minus 50 will be, again it is, yeah, so it is 130 degree. So angle Z will be equal to 130 degree. So let us see. Yeah, so you can see here now, opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Angle ABC is equal to angle D. That is, this angle is equal to angle D. That means angle B will be 50 degrees. So now if you see here, ABO is a line. So by linear pair, angle ABC plus angle Z is equal to 180 degree. They form a linear pair. When we draw a line, and suppose here is line, so this angle and this angle form a linear pair of angles, right? So these are the linear pair angles. So hence sum of the linear pair of angles is 180 degree. So Z is equal to 180 degree minus 50 degree, that is Z is equal to 130 degree. So hence we found all our X, Y and Z. So this is how one by one, using the properties plus basic things whatever you have learned till now, either it may be the angles of transversal, then you have learnt supplementary angles, then complementary pair of angles, then pair of angles, vertically pair of opposite angles. So these all things you have to keep it in mind children. Somewhere you must be also using the property, angle sum property of triangle. Okay, so you have to keep it all this in mind, all the basic things whatever you have learned till now. So let us go for the next one. Yeah, consider the following parallelograms. Find the value again, X, Y, Z. Now let us see. Yeah, now here the diagonals are been drawn, and if you see here, one angle, but this is not the angle of a parallelogram, right? This is angle BCO. Okay, this is given 30 degree, right? And here if you see, here it is given 90 degree symbol, right? It is not written, but that symbol we can understand it is the 90 degree. So now children, if you see, like these are my lines, right? If I draw here this angle and this angle, these are forming a vertically pair of opposite angles, right? So we have already learned that vertically pair of opposite angles are equal. So now if this is 90, then X is, as it is a vertically opposite angle to this, it is also 90 degrees. So hence AC and BD, you can see here, AC and BD intersect each other at O. Hence, X is equal to 90 degree vertically opposite angle. So we got X, right? Now if you see here, this is forming a triangle, right? We have X, we have 30 degree in the triangle and only one angle is remaining. Now here you can use the angle sum property. In any triangle, sum of the three angles is equal to 180 degree that we have seen, children. So let us see how to solve. Now here you can see sum of all angles in triangle BOC. Mention that in triangle BOC, right? All angles, sum of all angles is 180 degree. So angle Y plus X plus 30 degree is equal to 180 degree. So X we know now, it is 90 degree. Substitute that. So it will be Y plus 90 degree plus 30 degree is equal to 180 degrees. So Y is equal to 90 plus 30 is equal to 120 is equal to 180 degree. So transposing 120 to the other side, it will be 180 degree minus 120 degree, which is nothing but Y is equal to 60 degrees. So hence now we got our X, we got our Y. Now remaining is Z. Now to find out this Z, the property which we are going to see is the angles which are formed by the transversal. So children, if you remember, if these are two parallel lines, right? Parallel lines, and if parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel, right? So if the property we have seen, if there are two parallel lines and a transversal cuts that, right? So these angles are alternate angles, right? And alternate angles are equal, which we have seen. Now if you see the figure, here the angle Y and angle Z is formed by a transversal BD for the which parallel lines? BC and AD. So these two are parallel lines, right? And BD is a transversal, and angle Y and angle Z are forming an alternate angles. So alternate angles are equal. So since angle Y is 60 degree, angle Z is also 60 degree. Hence angle X is 90 degree, angle Y is 60 degree, and angle Z is 60 degrees. I hope you understood, children. So basic things is very important to remember, all the properties whichever you have learned, right? And about the triangle, about all the pairs of angles formed by the transversal, yeah, whatever the properties. So that's it. So today we will stop over here. All right, once again go through this, you will definitely get it. So we will continue in our next session. Thank you.